According to a government study, 1 family in 12 living in the U.S. doesn't keep a bank account. They tend to be young, black or Hispanic, and poor. Some don't trust banks. Others find language barriers. Still others say they've been treated poorly by banks, or that fees and penalties for keeping a low balance are too steep. There's even a term for them, the unbanked, and there are as many as 28 million of them in America. Many do their financial business here. The neighborhood check casher, which employs bilingual clerks, stays open late and boasts get-in, get-out convenience. But consumer advocates say the convenience comes with a hefty price, particularly for the poor.
You can be charged up to 5% of your check, and only about half the states put any kind of cap on the fee that check cashers can charge.
The check cashing industry says the national average is closer to 2%, and that they comply with federal regulations like those imposed on banks. They say banks have driven away customers by imposing fees and minimum balance requirements, by shuttering branches in poor neighborhoods and holding deposits for days.
These folks, since they live paycheck to paycheck, literally can't afford to wait 3 days for a check to clear if they were to deposit it in a bank. They need the money now because now is when the rent is due and the bills are due.
Some check cashers have added services like wire transfers and electronic bill paying and are becoming one-stop financial shopping.
I check my check in there every 2 Fridays. I send money to my family in Mexico. I can buy money orders in there.
Banks dismiss the storefront operations as fringe outlets, warning that people who use check cashers hurt themselves in the long run.
It does not help you build any type of credit history, any type of financial structure. Therefore, when you go to either take out a loan or to open a credit card or to buy a car, you cannot do that if you don't have a relationship with the financial institution.
Check cashers say they're exploring ways for their customers to build a credit history, such as through electronic debit cards, even as banks fight to lure more of these potential customers through their doors with friendlier terms. The government is also getting into the act, sponsoring education programs in the hopes of getting the unbanked out of the financial shadows and into traditional institutions. David Melendi, The Associated Press.